Yeah, I see the arrows now. It's I think it's just confusing since YouTube has its own icons on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the arrows now. It's I think it's confusing since YouTube has its own icons on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the arrows now. It's I think it's confusing since
Ooh, that's a lot of sound bouncing around. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out the best place for it, but yeah, it works. I wonder if we can have that icon in the upper right-hand corner of the window. What the heck?
Do you guys have like a doc we all can share for like issues and?
Yeah, what I said to everyone is if they want to just send me an email with their experience, just a quick 2-3 sentences like this worked well, this didn't work well, blah blah blah. That's great. Or if you want to just create a doc, that's fine too.
Okay. Are you still streaming, Chris?
I think I am, yeah.
Okay. And are you paired right now?
No. It's interesting when I'm this might just be a Safari formatting thing, but I'll screen share so you can see what it looks like when I'm not pairing. And it looks like this.
Yeah, I've seen this as well. Yeah, I have the same setting. This is probably just a CSS issue.
Okay, not a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you refresh, it'll come back to what it was. But so right now it's a little strange because you're not paired and I'm not paired. There you go. Now we're paired.
And it hasn't put us together.
That's right.
Oh, it is putting me with you.
Because you refreshed, I think.
Oh, but yes, it should have just done it automatically.
Let me try if I can end pairing. Actually, I'm not paired with you.
Oh, paired me with your video for some reason?
Well, yeah, that seems to be my currently live stream. And can you see this? Message in the chat. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, so we're
Yeah,
by the chat, but I don't have your video.
and even if you refresh, it's not there.
Let me try. It's probably not there.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah, if I refresh, it's there.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, interesting. Let me try and reproduce that again. So I just ended pairing with you, Chris.
Okay.
And so did you pair again with somebody else?
Let's see here. Sounds like it because I probably just kind of ding. Yes, I paired with Sugar.
Okay. All right. So did you pair again with somebody else?
How is she? How is she? Oh, she. Okay, I was sending my audio through there. Okay. Like, how is she hearing your voice?
Yeah. This is really confusing.
Yes. Hopefully, this is the most confusing element that most people's experience won't be this insane.
Yeah, the audio stuff. Cool. So it looks like I'm paired with Cornet's test.
Okay, I'm gonna try switching my settings and seeing if that affects anything.
Mhm.
I'm gonna switch to developers. On the whole, though, it seems like it's working very well. Oops. and then I disappear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like video. I get a lot of problems with the layout, which is it looks nice when you refresh, but then when you end pairing or start pairing, often you get by side or on top of each other, and it should really go back to the original layout.
Right.
So yeah, so that's a bit confusing. Also, I'm not sure what happened when I couldn't see your video. You could see mine.
Yeah.
That's,
we'll have to
One
see.
thing about you, by the way, I can see both the videos.
I wonder if this could be it. This might be part of the issue. So I was just paired with Sugar, and she ended the pairing. and then she started a new pairing, and she got paired with me again, but I can't see hers yet, and she probably must be able to see mine because she just entered that in the chat. So that could be the reason for the weirdness, is that if it tries to repair you with somebody who you were just paired with, that's where the glitch is coming from.
Okay, I mean, it should still be able to handle that situation. But so she was paired with you and she could see your screen, but you could not see hers.
So originally we were paired together and we could see each other fine. And then she said, should I end the pairing and try and pair with somebody else? I said, yes. So she did, and then I was waiting around to be paired with somebody, and then she put in my chat, it says I got paired with you again, but I can't see hers right now. I can just see her in the chat.
Okay.
Oh, actually, she said, I got paired with you again, so I'm thinking that might be difficult to shuffle it. She had to refresh it in order to get it to work.
Okay. Okay. All right. Maybe there's something about the timing of messages. Investigate more.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here with all these pairings and ending of pairings, and also using the priorities, which is very hard to test just between the two of us. But yeah, there's some layout issues with like the swap tabs, or the swapping of the videos. Like sometimes that icon wouldn't show up. It did for me, but it didn't for McCoy a couple times. So he couldn't swap the video back.
Yeah, that happened to me as well, actually.
Okay.
The icon disappeared after I switched it once.
Okay. Did you try refreshing, Mike?
No, I actually didn't try refreshing.
If you do, like, does it come back then?
Yeah, it does.
Is there anything else specifically that we want to test before people drop off?
I don't think so, not on my end. I mean, there was a lot of layout issues, like Matt was saying, when you end a pairing, it doesn't always go back to the original view, the original layout. Sometimes it's like stacked windows. I'm not sure how that's happening. And then like what you were saying, Chris, that happened to me, so I think that is the case for whatever reason. Like if you end a pairing and then get paired with that same person, one of the people usually can't see the other one's video, even though you should be able to. It should like force a refresh the way we had it set up, but it's not doing that, because when I refresh, then I can see the videos again.
Yeah.
Receiving that, just a bad timing. So, because there's going to be an instruction to show the video again, and once to remove it. So if the order gets mixed, then you're not going to get the results. Maybe something like that. So, do we know for sure that it only happens when you are repairing with the same person? Is that what's happening?
I don't know for sure. No, that's just when I noticed it.
Okay, good. I mean, that would make sense. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else on my list. I don't see any errors in the server logs. That seems to be good. And yeah, I mean, that's it.
Okay. So what's the best next steps for us, Matt and Josh? Do we want to talk tomorrow, or do you guys want to spend some time troubleshooting what you know you got to do, or what do you think?
Well, Matt, you're going to be gone this week, correct?
Yeah, that's right. I'm leaving tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, I'm curious what people have as for feedback, and then we can definitely spend some time and fix some of the issues. The layout thing is going to be very easy to fix, and yeah, I'm mostly worried about the videos not coming. I think that's important, and if there's anything else that went wrong, we can work on that. And
It's,
Yeah, the swap buttons. What did you guys think of the swap buttons, Chris and John and Mike? McCoy brought up a good point. He couldn't really see them because the YouTube title of the video was getting in the way. So he's like, I didn't even know to click there.
yeah, it's not as ideal as it could be.
But if you take them outside of the video, then you're making that video window even smaller. That's why I tried to compromise and put them like where I did there. Mike brought up a good point. Like it'd be cool to just click the thumbnail and have them swap, which is what I originally thought. But then you're intercepting like the functionality of Google's embed.
Yeah.
So-
What if you put it like directly in the center top above the play button?
Like inside the video or outside the video frame?
Inside the video frame.
I can do that. We can do that.
And then we could just use it. We could just, I think what would be good is that we could use, maybe instead of an arrow like on an angle, maybe it's just straight up and down arrow icon.
Yeah.
What about what if you scroll over the video, you have a drop down that comes up over the video, like an overlay, that has the options there.
Yeah, we can do that, kind of like we do for the cards, right? On the front page.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, John, that sometimes people are going to want to just play the lower video and not swap it. They just want to play it for the audio or just get a quick preview of what's going on there. So we don't want to cover up the whole thing. Well, can you make it a circle instead of a square, Josh?
Yeah, we can do anything you want. I mean, that was literally, I threw that together very quickly.
Gotcha.
The styling. The layout is important. But I think what John was saying was you would still see the thumbnail it's playing. It's over when you hover. It's only when you hover over the thumbnail that you see those options in the
Yeah, you
overlay.
get options, yeah.
That's interesting. The only issue I see with that is just intercepting, like I said, Google's. That's an embedded Google video, so by default, Google kind of controls how that works. So you have to intercept that functionality. I don't know, Matt, is that easy or is that? Okay.
well,
Is it robust?
how is that different from what's happening now? Because when I hover over the video now, I get the swap button.
Yeah, it's not different. It's just all about kind of the look and making it more user friendly.
What if you made it?
It's the same thing. It's just a button, but you design it to look
to fit
kind
the
of
website color.
to kind of or like to be paired with the little YouTube play button almost. So it's like, okay, I can play, or right on the side it says it's like, expand or swap.
Sure. You can put it wherever we can put it
Like
anywhere.
where your eyes would go.
Yeah, what if you made it like much bigger, like a circle, like this big, with arrow up and down, that only appears when you scroll over it?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I couldn't find any font awesome for the arrows up and down like with the peer.in, so maybe there's something else. Maybe Materialize has some icons or something. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we can do that.
I think it's just the placement and the square. It makes it almost seem like this is an expand thing. I think we make it real big, a circle, and then up and down arrows, and it's like, okay, cool. Yeah.
We can do that.
Remove the video title. We can remove a few things from the YouTube embed.
Yeah, I think we should.
That's
I don't know if
probably wise.
Do you read the titles? Do you find it useful, or is it just confusing because it's extra information?
I feel like maybe we should.
It's also a link to YouTube. That's why they have it in there by default. It's if you click on it, it'll take you to the YouTube stream.
Oh, then yeah, we should definitely get rid of that.
I'd say if you could remove as much stuff from those little thumbnails as you can, that would be ideal for me anyway. Yeah, and keep it on the big one if they really want to get there.
Yeah, we don't really need the watch later or the share links either. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done it, Matt. Is that pretty easy to strip that stuff out?
Not everything with the title, definitely.
Okay.
Maybe some controls.
Yeah, I imagine some of it Google doesn't want you to touch, but yeah.
This is the YouTube we're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, the YouTube functionality. Functions. Okay.
All right. Is there any other immediate feedback you guys want to give now, or do you want to just throw it in an email and write it over to me?
That's probably easier.
Yeah, it works pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice job.
I actually had a hard time with YouTube. YouTube was annoying.
I can't even
Yeah.
set up my second stream for some reason.
Oh,
We just
that's
need to raise like $80,000 and we can have our own streaming service.
yeah, maybe like 180.
But well,
Rachel, anything from you immediately?
I guess I wish that the two videos would be side by side rather than one underneath the other. And
So-
the chat could be at the bottom.
Well, so we tried that initially, and because of the layout of the way that the videos looked, there was like ugly, really big, ugly black bars on both of them because of the aspect ratio of the video. So we moved away from that. That's still good feedback. But we moved to this just because you really can only watch one thing at a time anyway. But that is good feedback to hear. We'll have to see if other people also say the same thing. Why did you want that? Just curious.
I just feel like it might look better, and like I guess I just didn't like seeing it underneath mine. Like I feel like if I want to watch them both, I'd rather see them side by side rather than having to
Mm-hmm.
like scroll down or something like that. Maybe.
Did you see the swap button?
I don't think I did because I was just trying to like pair, like just do as many streams as I could to just pair differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we make that swap button really big and really obvious so that people really want to click on it to find out. Because otherwise, I think they're just gonna be like, "This is the worst. This is the worst layout for this." Whatever they're trying to do. So that swap button usability and intuitiveness is really imperative.
we can do that. That's no problem at all.
That's good,
Yeah,
great feedback to hear.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good point there, I think, from Rachel, and I think McCoy was saying the same thing, where like he had to scroll before seeing my video.
Oh, you have to scroll down to even to see that it's
Yeah,
there.
so, yeah, he was seeing his video and couldn't see mine because it was just like below the fold. So maybe there's something there. Maybe we should just make sure that it all fits without you having to scroll or something like that.
I definitely agree with that.
I guess maybe if you could have them side by side. So like the main stream that you're watching is bigger than the other stream that you're not watching. And then when you hit the swap button, like it could be in between those in the middle. Like then it could just switch so the one you're not watching becomes smaller and then the one you are watching becomes bigger.
Yeah, that's an idea. The other reason why we decided to go this way is because fairly soon after this, we hope, you're going to have the ability to co-work with up to 4 people in a room. And so we thought that this would be a nice layout because it would get people used to seeing the video go down there. And then you'd have room for 2 more next to it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But we'll definitely consider that, especially depending on what other people chime in with as well.
Maybe you could do like layout options, like have 2 buttons where if you want it side by side, click here.
Yeah, we've also talked about that. That's another thing that people might want as well. But I definitely agree that for now, that's a really good point that we need to be able to hopefully see them both on the same page at the same time. You don't have to scroll to see the other one.
For sure.
All right. Anything else immediately, guys? Nope. All right. Well, if you think of other
I don't know if
things, go ahead.
I don't know if there's like any other way to stream besides like going through Google Hangouts or not. I don't know. It just kind of seems not necessarily complicated, but maybe more steps than what I like done in a long time. So that
Yeah.
can also be why I felt like I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
the Google
Seems like a
Hangouts layout and setup is less than ideal, but the pros far outweigh the cons as far as building a robust and cheap ability for people to stream. But the idea is in the future that yes, we would have our own streaming service that we could use.
Yeah, it seems to be kind of a developing space, and yeah, maybe there's something to be said about integrating all these different services. But I feel like Watch Me Work is kind of on top of all these streaming services. So whether you use Hangouts or OBS or whatever app to stream, we're kind of taking that for granted and not really touching anything.
Yeah.
I'm new to this myself. I'm just learning, and today my computer was overwhelmed. The amount of video that I had to process was crazy.
Yeah, there's the lag it can be killer. Some of my pairing was okay, and then there was one that was just horrible. Actually, with McCoy, it was pretty bad. The lag was ridiculous. So, but that's on because we're piggybacking on top of Google. That's not us. It's hard to or YouTube, I should say.
Yeah,
I don't know how to fix that without like having our own streaming solution. So.
Yeah, and all things considered, like Google's streaming service is insanely powerful and good compared to like most everybody else out there. So it's a very, very expensive technology to work in.
I think the good news is that in a normal scenario, people are going to be streaming for 30 minutes to an hour. And if they get paired with someone, they're going to take like a few minutes to get it set up right and working. I don't know about you guys, but I was swapping like after a couple minutes, and when there's all that stuff going on, it's just a lot going on.
Right.
Like I don't know, in the real world, I think it's probably somewhat rare that you're going to get paired immediately with the same person, or maybe not.
Well,
you need to protect against that,
Yeah, that's the thing, is that I have a feeling that people are going to want to see what it can do and see how how many people are on this, how many people can I pair with in an hour, and
That's
then
true.
at some point they're going to get paired back with that first person, and it's going to be weird or whatever. So we do have to get ready for that inevitability.
Like playing tag with no touchbacks.
I mean, there is that thing to consider, is that if we could do it, we could build it so it eliminates that first person or people that you paired with previously in that session from your queue, but that's a whole other set of logic that you guys would have to build.
I mean, you could build something simple.
Do you have a favorite pairing person list?
Yep, we have
Sorry,
that
go
in
ahead.
the works too. Mm-hmm.